Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Day 13 in a row of posting a video on this channel. And today, guys, I want to talk about something. Do you ever feel like your goals are so far out of reach that you don't even want to try to achieve them? You don't even want to try to put in a little bit of that work. It's actually a lot of work to achieve them. You ever feel like that? Like your dreams, your goals are just too far above your head and you would have to climb so far and you don't want to have to go through that. If you have felt like that, like I have something for you today. I have a verse from the Bible. And it says in Proverbs 21 verse 31, "The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but the victory belongs to the Lord." Now what this means when I hear it and when I read it and when I think about it is we are the horse. You know, you watching this video, you are the horse that is made ready for the day of battle or prepared for the day of battle or whatever. And that means that you have prepared. You have studied, you have practiced, you have trained, you have done whatever. You are ready for that breakthrough or for that achievement. You're ready to reach that goal. You're ready to do whatever. But at the end of the day, victory, success, only comes from God. So why I bring that verse up is because it shows us that even when our goals are very, very high, it is God that victory comes from. And even when our goals are very, very low and we're like, oh yeah, this is going to be easy, it is God that brings the victory. And so I wanted to make this video because sometimes when our goals feel very, very high, I can at least speak for myself, for like 2 or 3 days, I'll try really hard to get to that goal, to achieve that goal, to practice. Or maybe it even lasts up to like a week where I go really hard. And then what happens? I run out of steam. Usually because I feel like I'm not doing enough. I need to do more. I need to do more and more and more and more. And eventually, I don't do anything because I tire myself out. I burn myself out. And I don't think that's the way that we should do things. I don't think just because our goal is very high, we should just try to work harder. We should just try to do more. I think that we should listen to our body's limitations as humans and not just try to overwork ourselves, but only go as far as our limits go. Just because you see other people being successful doesn't mean that you have to work harder and harder and harder until you're at their level. And so, just like with this verse, you can be made ready for the day of battle. But at the end of the day, your success, that goal, that victory comes from God, not from your work. So I feel like I usually confuse trusting in God to bring victory and working harder. I usually get those two confused and they like fuse, and it's just work harder, harder, harder. And eventually, you know, something will happen. But no, I feel like it's not like that. I feel like they work in tandem. I feel like with hard work, when God sees that you are ready, He will give you that victory. And so at the end of the day, whether your goals are high, whether they are low, don't overwork yourself. Because just because you work harder doesn't mean that you're gonna be victorious. It doesn't mean that you're gonna have all your dreams come true, because at the end of the day, God is in control of that. But at the same time, if we don't work hard enough, let's not make it like a competition, like, oh, he's working harder than me and da-da-da-da. Let's try to work hard on what we want to do, but let's not overwork ourselves to the point where we're burnt out and everything like that. Let's work hard and trust God, instead of just, if I work harder, I'll get there. No. The channel name, I bring this up almost every video, GWP, God will provide. When God sees that you are ready, you will get there, because He will provide. Thank y'all for watching. Day 13 and counting. We are still going. I will say the verse one more time. The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but the victory belongs to the Lord. The victory comes from God. Do not overwork yourself. Trust that He will provide. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.